As marijuana legalization supporters rejoice, marijuana still remains illegal under federal law, of course, and the White House is weighing the response of federal law enforcement on that front. Steve Fox is Director of State Campaigns and Government Relations for the Marijuana Policy Project. He joins us this morning from Washington. Steve, good morning to you.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Just so I know, are you high right now? I mean, because we've had some people on television the last couple of days on various channels who admit not to be.
Right. I'm not. But are you drunk?
Fair enough. I just want to know where we're headed. First off, do you expect the feds to weigh in here and reverse this state law?
Well, we saw in the New York Times there was an important article talking about the federal response, and it's kind of troubling, in fact. They were apparently they're considering ways of getting involved, and it seemed like they were only focusing on the negative and not the positive. We have a situation where 3 million people in Colorado and Washington have voted to end marijuana prohibition and have marijuana sold by regulated businesses instead of drug cartels. And it seems like the federal government is listening to some people with more authoritarian tendencies like the DEA and the drug czar instead of the people of the United States and Washington and Colorado.
Yeah, you've got 125,000 members. You've been at this since '95. How much of a victory does this mark for you guys?
This is a huge victory. I mean, the margins of victory in each state were 55%. This is people clearly having the choice. The debates were had, and in both Colorado and Washington, strong majorities, including the suburban populations with soccer moms and so on, all said marijuana prohibition doesn't work. It doesn't make sense to punish adults for using a substance less harmful than alcohol, and we should just get rid of the criminal underground and have it sold by legitimate businesses who will be licensed, regulated, and taxed.
And taxed, and that's the point, isn't it? In Washington, D.C., 25% tax on the growers, 25% on the distribution, 25% excise tax, and then the sales tax. Does the price of a joint go up or down?
Well, you make an excellent point. That's Washington State, not Washington, D.C. But yes, those taxes, it's different in Colorado. It's only 15% excise tax in Colorado. Eventually, the price will go down, but the market needs to shake itself out. Certainly, at this point, there is a huge additional cost built into the price of marijuana based on the fact that it's been sold in a criminal market. But once it's licensed and regulated, the price will certainly go down to some extent.
How confident are you? I mean, you talk about setting up a regulated, functioning market for weed as if you just snap your fingers. How do you make sure this stays out of the hands of those who are under 21?
Well, we've seen in Colorado already a fully regulated market that is serving 100,000 medical marijuana patients. And there have been no reports of any marijuana being diverted from those stores to teens. And moreover, while the use of marijuana among teens has gone up 11% nationally, it's actually gone down over the past 2 years, 11% in Colorado. So what we see is a regulated market actually can keep marijuana out of the hands of teens, and we hope the federal government and President Obama don't stand in the way of progress.
We'll see what time brings. Steve, thanks so much for your time. Steve Fox, the Marijuana Policy Project in Washington.